Hi, it's Charlie giving you Monday's market commentary. I hope you're very well. We'll keep this fairly brief. Let's start off with the euro dollar here. And last week I was talking about the fact that we've done this key reversal bar back here, and that I was looking for price to come back within the range of this key reversal bar and then see if it could then stabilize and then start to come back up. So it's done that much so far in that it has come back into the range without taking those lows out. So these lows are all important. So we're looking at literally just around about 135, just over 135. And so yeah, these lows are all important. If they get taken out, then it really does open the floodgates to take us down into the down into the 134s. So, but if we can hold here, because we've got lots of indecision candles here, or reversal type candles. So spinning top, hammer, spinning top. We don't know yet today, and we're trying to come back into the bands. If we hold today in these bands, then I suspect tomorrow we're going to see some upside movement, not downside. So it really depends on today. So if we come down and break those lows, then all bets are off, and we could be having another 100 pips of downside. But if we hold and we stay inside these bands, then I'd be looking for upside movement going into tomorrow. So it's all very short term at the moment with the euro, because it's come down quite deep and it's taken a long time. It's going sideways. It's not then come straight back up. So it's a tough call, I guess, at the moment. Which way it's going to go, and especially with what's going on in the pound. We'll have a look at that in a moment. And obviously we've got a big week this week, what with FOMC on Wednesday, so we could find that the market's fairly choppy anyway until Wednesday. It's a big one Wednesday evening. So where do we go to from here? Are we going to probe? The one thing that I look at, though, because we've come so low, is that I look at it and think, well, surely it doesn't always happen that way, but price, quite often when price gets this low to a major low, that it or this close, would have thought that it might actually want to try and take it out, because there'll be a lot of stops around there. So that's the one thing that I'm looking at, thinking, well, maybe it's going to want to get down there. But we'll all see by the close of today what it's going to do. If we close inside the bands, though, then I'd certainly be looking a little bit more bullishly in the short term. But I think we've got to be a little bit wary that we might just find that the markets don't move around too much in the main ahead of Wednesday anyway, but obviously with the FOMC news out. Now the pound obviously had that great move. It's hit 170 this morning, so not surprising to see it backing off a bit from 170, because that's the first time it's hit that since 2009. But it's all looking fairly bullish still for the pound at the moment. So we should be looking, until proven otherwise, at long side opportunities on the pound. And lastly, we'll have a look at two more markets actually. We'll look at the S&P, because the S&P's had a little bit of a rollover since last week. It did a couple of dojis up there, and not on telecharts, but it's showing it clearer on other charting software. And so where does it go to from here? It's got a potential for a little bit more of a bounce, and then it's into a little small resistance zone, and then we'll see if it then rolls over from there or not. So I'm not entirely sure which way we're going to go yet with this S&P. Are we going to have a little bit of a bounce and then roll over, or is this just a pullback before we go higher again? If you look at the trend, then you would have to say, well, the trend is your friend. So then you base your analysis with the bigger time frame and what's going on. So we should be looking for more upside. I'm not seeing any major divergences or anything like that yet from a breadth perspective. I would have quite liked to have seen us get up to the upper 1900s towards 2000. So we'll see yet if that is actually going to happen. But if in the short term, if we come up to this resistance zone just a little bit above in the 1940s here on the cash market, and then start that it's got to breach that, because that is a resistance zone there, and it may just want to roll over from there. So we'll have to see. So I haven't got too. I'm a bit on the fence really with the S&P. So let's go and have a look at oil, because oil's obviously on the move. That's had a nice breakout here, and so again we should be looking for more upside on the oil market. If we take this out to a weekly chart, then we can see that quite clearly we've got this 110 zone is quite a nice target zone to work towards. So oil remains bullish mode for now. We're into the bullish seasonal time of the year as well, so we should be looking for more upside on that. I'll leave it at that for now, and back on Friday.